want to do my cantrip. I want to do an awesome judo move and just kick the fuck out of one of them.
Gotcha. All right. Cantrip. So I gotta, where's my combat space? Combat space.
Ideally, I kick one of them into another one of them, if possible.
Please give me a prestidigitation check.
That is a 18 on the die. And I add, so 19?
19. Definitely succeeds. I should have done this before too. I'm sorry, but I'm making a combat space for me to figure shit out. So one ghoul has turned sides. One ghoul has -3 to AC until they stand. And let's say another little green ghoul takes some damage.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll your damage die, which is a D4 because everything's a D4. And don't add any mod because you didn't really, you just pushed them.
That's a 1.
Great. He takes 1 pushing damage. It's fine. He's still fine.
Yeah.
Bing, bing. So there's 6 of them. They have that amount of HP. Let me just do this. And one of them has -1. Great. Okay. That was your primary action. Oh no, that was your cantrip. All right.
My cantrip.
You still got a primary action if you wish. Yeah.
I would like to. Can I just fly? Can I get out of their range? I would like to just be above them.
Yes, although I do attacks of opportunity because it feels realistic to me, and I like things that require difficult choices. So because you're adjacent to them, because you tripped one, if you fly away, you'll trigger an attack. Like they get a free attack against you, which may or may not hit.
I'll do that.
Do you
anyway.
wish to fly away?
I do wish
to. Okay, great.
I just want to hover out of their reach if possible.
Great. And can you remind me what your AC is?
My AC is... I just had it. Where did it go?
Should be near at the very top under attributes.
In combat space, it says 13.
Oh, you're right. In combat space. Sorry, I'm wrong. 13. Okay. Yeah, you easily glide away up into the air beyond their reach. So far, they seem to only be swiping with claws and stuff. So you're handily, let's say, 30 feet up in the air.
Dope.
Is that...
And they're all clustered?
They're currently clustered, but they're sort of fanning out. I would say within one round, there'll be more individual targets.
One's prone, one is hit, one
right now they're bunched. One's on the ground, and one's, Abe's bitch. Star, I believe you have a primary action left. Am I right?
That still counts? I thought that would be...
Well, you did a...
I thought flying would count.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Stars in the sky is an action. Takes an action. Yeah. Okay, so that's Star. Unless you want a free action yelling to your friends or trading an item. But I'm going to assume you don't right now.
No, I'm good for now.
Cool. Abers. Draculabe.
I take free action to say, go Grumpus. Attack! Whether he listens
or not.
It's
free. Okay, but FYI, he was going to do that anyway.
Yeah, but I wanted
standing order. I mean, sure.
I'm a Dracula. I got style. I announce my plans.
Great.
And then I use my weapon, heavy needles, which are essentially throwing knives. And I throw it at the one that's damaged.
Great. It gets +2 to attack and damage rolls. He's also prone, so he has an AC penalty. So please roll a D4 and add your prestidigitation mod, your proficiency mod, and an extra 2. This shouldn't be any problem.
Say it again. I got a 2. Presti is +1, so 3. What's the other one?
Add an additional 2 because the needles just have their +2 needles.
5.
Great. What are you aiming for?
His eyes.
No, he's on the ground, on the side. I'm gonna say you
The
can't
n-
see his eyes.
His nape.
His what?
The nape of his neck.
The nape of the neck. All right.
The vampire.
Please roll
Duh.
damage, which is a D4 plus 2, unless it says doesn't apply to damage rolls. Let's check.
Let's check. It's
Abe's ability. Abe's.
not an
Combat
ability.
speed.
It's just having needles.
It's just
I'm
items.
using a throwing
attack
knife.
and damage rolls. Yeah. So roll a D4 and add your Prez modifier
Plus
and
2.
your and plus 2.
That's 3. So 4. What? That's a 6.
All right. It buries in the nape of his neck, and he instantly starts jerking just the right half of his body. So you're pretty sure there's some nerve damage there. And he's still prone on the ground, just kind of flip-flopping around. You got anything else this round?
I just say, take that, Goblin.
Take that, you ghoul. Because it's your turn, I'm gonna I'll make him go last. I want to hear from Dave. Dave, what do we got? Mm-hmm.
So I am going to. How big am I, by the way, as a
Great question.
goblin?
Right now, you're mostly Dave. You're like 3/4 Dave, 1/4 goblin. So I'm gonna say you're
So I'm just
3/4 of your
Dave's-
current height.
3/4. So I'm smaller.
You are smaller, but you're like 3/4 of your real height. Yeah.
I want to take my shield.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still clustered together, right?
Yeah.
And I want to just throw my shield. So I don't want to throw it like a boomerang like this. I want to throw it like this, so it like flops and it has like wind resistance. So like over my head, like I'm throwing it as hard as I can.
So like
that,
granny style, but from the top.
Yeah, and I just want to see if I can mush as many of them as I can with my shield, or at least pancake.
Okay. I'm gonna say, given the width of the shield, it's probably 2. But roll an attack using your shield as a weapon. It's a ranged attack, so you add your proficiency bonus and your prestidigitation modifier.
Oh wow.
Oh, and you always attack with
Prestidigitation.
advantage, so you roll it twice and take the higher number. Like roll your d4 twice, use whichever one's higher, and add the numbers.
It's a 6.
6. Okay. I couldn't see because you're doing hand gestures in a podcast format. 6 hits! Please roll damage, which is the same. It's a d4. Not with your proficiency bonus, though, just plus your prestidig mod.
So I did a 4, baby. Perfect 4 plus it's 6. 6,
Should
right?
be okay, comes out
Proficiency
to
as
6.
well? Yeah.
Should be your proficiency plus your pres mod, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 6.
That's a big fat 6. That will be enough to hit. Now, please just give me a prestidigitation check to see if you were able to hit both of them.
15. I love me some 15s.
I missed the number, but I heard the teen. Oh, 15. Great.
15, baby.
More than enough. So please roll damage. Your damage die is also a d4 and add your pres mod, but not your proficiency bonus.
3.
Okay. So one of them takes 3 damage and one of them takes half of that rounded up, which is 2. But I don't tell you how much HP they have until you kill them.
Yeah, these are beefy boys.
So, I mean, they take more than one attack each, at least, so far.
Mm-hmm.
It is Grumper's turn.
Grumpus, my
Grumpus.
bro.
Okay, great. All right.
The ghoul.
He is going to vomit slime at the one on the ground.
Grumpus.
Because it's an easy win. Yeah, Grumpus is going to go over and just throw up slime. Not really like a hose, because it's not like that much of a range attack. More just like plopping out, you know? Sort of like Dave shit. So let's
shit.
see.
I say, good job, Grumpus. You are
That
my
is going to hit.
favorite boy.
Technically, it causes poison, but it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm going to say the ghouls are immune to their own poison because that's how most poisonous things work. Yeah. That's the
True.
ticket. But it doesn't matter because the base damage of the attack kills him. So I'm going to say that he dies drowning in his own slime vomit. And he gone. Guy on the ground is gone. I like thinking of the enemy's turns from their perspective. So he ran forward, got tripped. The person flew away, and then his friend vomited acid on him. And no, a needle hit him in the neck, and then his friend vomited acid on him. Great. That brings us to the remaining 4 ghouls who get to attack at will. Okay. Dave threw a shield. Abe hypnotized from afar. And Star flew away. So they're not going to use that ability because it's too far away. I'm going to say Abe is closer because I think Dave's throw would be further than the hypnosis range. So the frontmost one is just going to take a swipe at Abe with their claws.
Oh, shit.
Which they can do twice per combat.
No.
Abe, what's your AC?
My AC is 12.
Okay. Rolling twice. Rolling twice is what I said off mic. Adding that. Okay. The first swipe takes you by surprise, and you get clawed across the chest. Immediately start bleeding, which makes you super thirsty. But I'm just saying that you don't have to do anything. You don't have the effect bleeding unless
You know I'm going to suck this blood.
you don't have the effect bleeding, which actually you might be immune to. I'm not sure. I didn't think of how that would affect
works.
Dracula.
No, I don't know. He can suck blood.
He could drink his own blood to stay okay, I think. But we'll worry about that later.
We'll cross that path.
You did not get the effect bleeding in game, if everyone knows what I mean from video games, right?
Right.
Great. Okay, so that's that dude.
Does it do damage?
Oh yeah, thank you, honest man. It does plus that's my die are actually too hard to read. I'm going to switch to the virtual thing. But you take, that would be muscles, 3 damage, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Then it's the next guy's. As you dodge back from the second swipe, cursing his lineage, while also being seductive. And the other one on the other side, next closest, is also going to go for Abe and do the vomit attack. Uses their move to get as close to you as possible and do the vomit attack. That is... Your AC is definitely more than that. So I'm going to say that the vomit just doesn't have the arc to it that they thought it would. Let's say she thought it would.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't clench that diaphragm hard enough, and it just sort of dribbled down. And then
I
take
a moment to racistly say,
just like a ghoul.
All right. Okay. All right.
I hate ghouls.
I'll let the audience decide how over the line that was.
And then I look at Grumpus.
Okay.
You want Grumpus to know, yeah.
One is gonna use dash to get all the way to Dave, and will is obviously aggroed to you and going to attack you next round. And then
We'll see about that.
The fourth one that's not on your side or dead promptly dissolves into a puddle of goo, like a Roger Rabbit character who's been dipped. So he's a green puddle of goo of about the same mass that his body was on the ground.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it means. Star, it's your turn again.
Okay. While in the sky, I'm going to try to do a very Sailor Moon thing, which is just be like, please, in the name of love and the skies and the stars, you have to stop fighting and go home. I'm also assuming these are children that were turned into ghouls because they were out trick-or-treating, and she's just attempting to I guess like use her intimidation to be like chill, and then if they don't, she's gonna use her shards of, how do I pronounce this again?
Astraeus.
She's gonna use her shards of Astraeus to attack them, but she's hoping her words can get them to like chill the fuck out first.
Okay, so I'm going to count that as your 1 use per rest of awe. Do you still want to proceed?
No, I don't want to use my awe for the little ghouls. I feel like there are bigger bad guys on the path.
Because I have decreed that asking the ghouls to calm down is cute.
Okay, well.
Counts as cute. So are we going shards instead?
I will. No, now I want to use it.
Oh, you do want to use awe. Okay, great.
Now I want to use awe. Wait, you have to signify which awe, because when you said awe, I thought you meant
the one that is aw.
Okay.
Not AWE, but AW exclamation point. Okay, so I'm going to make a note. Used abilities, star, use awe. And please roll a Riz check and give me the result.
That's a 12 on the die. So 12 plus 2. 14.
14. Do that 3 more times and tell me the results.
Okay. 5. So next one is 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
And then 13.
And 1 more.
Oh. That's a nat 1.
Okay, great. So we're going to process this way. 2 of the ghouls are like, that's a good point. I never thought about that through that lens. It's a good lens. You know, it's like a positive reframing of the situation. And another one's like, I don't even know what's going on. I just want to eat corpses, man. So they sort of just turn to like an inward Kevin Smith style casual dialogue scene. One of the ghouls is unaffected. And then the ghoul that's running toward Dave is like almost inspired by your words. Wow. And gets like a combat buff. Like,
way to go, Star.
Like his hatred fuels him.
Oh, you made him worse.
He's inspired by your pep talk, but just at his normal goal of killing Dave.
All right. That's fair.
You got 2 of them.
So, but that was just your cantrip, so.
And then I could still attack them anyway?
Yeah.
You know what? Sure.
Mixed signal.
I'm going to attack them anyway.
Don't hit me.
Yes.
Stab.
With Astraeus.
With my shards. Yeah. I'm going to use my shards and fire 3 shards of star stuff.
Okie dokie.
I'd like to aim for the one that's going after Dave.
Okay.
Thank you.
3 uses per rest, so I'll make a note of it in a second. But 3 shards of star stuff fly from your open hand and seek their target with unerring accuracy. For the record, they can seek multiple targets, but unless you interrupt me, I'm going to assume they're all at Dave's right now.
Oh, I'll let Dave for this one.
It's like that scene in The Shadow.
The one that's attacking Dave.
The one attacking Dave, right? I almost got you. Yeah. I almost tricked you. Okay.
Classic DM move.
Please give me a standard combat roll, which is going to be a D4 plus your proficiency bonus and nothing else. No, I'm sorry. It's plus your spell ability, which is your stick-to-itiveness mod, but not your proficiency bonus.
So I got a 2 on the die.
Yep, plus stick-to-itiveness mod.
Plus 3, so 5.
They are not in cover, so there's no chance to miss. So that's... sorry, I zoned out because I was making a note. What was the number?
5.
5. Star use 1 shards. And each of the gobs takes 5 damage. No. That gob takes 15 damage. Oh, shit. All right. Have y'all seen Quick and the Dead? He has those big holes through him that you can like set up a camera and film through.
Yeah,
See a guy in the distance. He dies a glittery death and slides, still shining with star stuff, to Dave's feet. So Dave, there's a corpse at your feet. If you want to eat a butt, I don't know what your situation is.
Swaim, if you want, in Sailor Moon fashion, when a bad guy dies, they usually have like a one-word thing that they say. Sometimes it's like beauty. Sometimes it's like beauty. They die saying beauty, or they die saying like just a random word.
Well, in honor, okay, I'm gonna do that for every single enemy that you face for the rest of the campaign now. That star kills. That's a new improv
Sailor
rule.
Moon.
This time in honor of our I'm a Virgo episode, I'm gonna say Raiders. He dies going Raiders. All right. I think that's it for start, which brings us around to Abers.
So, is there one close to me? The one that ran at me, right?
The ones that ran at you have started having an idle conversation, and Star didn't interrupt that, so they're still talking about what's going on. And then one of them is a puddle of goo.
Right.
That you don't.
I don't need to worry about.
Necessarily know the properties of yet, or he might have died.
Well, so if they're in conversation, would you argue that they are? If I were to attack them right now, they would be surprised by that.
I would say they get normal combat penalties, like they would be at disadvantage, but I wouldn't count it as a sneak attack unless you melted into the shadows first, only because they were just aware of your exact position a second ago.
Can I, because it says bait and shadows is a primary action, so I can't teleport through shadow and then attack?
Teleporting through shadow would tee you up for next round.
Me up. So, but that's not.
I will say, you're loosely a rogue type, and rogue types, you usually do the sneak attack, to initiate combat.
Yeah.
And or if you just turn invisible, then you sneak attack, or you just hid in shadows, then you sneak attack. Not to tell you your shit.
Also, can I attack and hypnotize someone in one round? Because hypnosis
I don't know what
is
to
at
say
will.
about. Yeah.
So I can say something. I can hypnotize.
I regret saying that because I think of his
That's
hypnosis
too
as
powerful.
needing them to sit down with you and you talk to them.
Okay.
But
All right, I'll ignore it.
I like sticking by what I said. So yes.
Because that has implications. That means now every time I talk, I'm actually going to be hypnotizing everyone. So let's probably not do that.
I was going to say, unless it's one at a time. Like, can you do more than one?
Honestly, cannot be
I don't
used in
think
combat unless you think that's too hard.
Okay, so it has to initiate combat like I did.
Because I truly imagine Dracula, don't you, as talking to you and it takes 30 seconds, right? Blah, blah.
My creature of the night.
All right, so
the game in my pants.
That means
I feel like you should do it if someone's hurt or if you've knocked someone over and they're recovering. I feel like there's some way there.
There's something to his final moment.
Oh, I would say you can use it in combat if someone's frozen or restrained.
Okay,
cool. Totally.
Yeah, if they're okay, understood. All right. So there's no surprise attack. So that just means we're in it. I assume I'll get a benefit from the fact that they're having a conversation if I
that they're distracted.
Whip out my huge claymore right now and my giant fuck off sword. Hell yes. I'm just going to hack at the one that's closest at me.
Great. Does that have any?
+5 to attack and damage rolls. Can swipe at 2 enemies in melee range, so I assume that's both
But
of
there's
them.
a chance that they can avoid it. But these guys
it.
will also have a penalty. Okay, so it's fairly complicated. Let you roll your attack with fucking advantage. So 2d4, take the higher number, add 5. Tell me what the result is.
It's not that one. So 2 is the higher roll.
Okay.
Plus
7.
7.
Great. Scrolling down to recall their AC. Boom, boom. So roll damage, which is going to be a d4 without advantage, just a d4
Just 1d4.
plus 5.
That's a 7 again.
Okay, so both of those guys take 7.
Nice. And I swipe them. Ghouls, be gone.
Yeah, you sort of, laterally swing through both of their torsos, and it takes I'd say you reach the spine. It takes half of the, so they're really the worst for wear, but they have a few seconds of balancing before their body falls in half, which will let them squeeze out one more attack, unless Dave does something.
Take that, you Kevin Smith.
So the
diatribe.
conversational guy, the Kevin Smith pair, are attacking Abe with their final breaths, and the other guy is a puddle.
And there's a corpse.
Oh, there is, and there's a corpse at your feet. And I forgot to mention when they dispersed, you could see what they were eating, which is a Shrek and a donkey.
No.
Who vomited?
Grumpus.
He's dead.
Grumpus.
Oh, no,
Grumpus.
one of
Oh, he goes after you. He goes
no,
after
he,
you.
He vomited, but one of them did vomit at me, but missed.
Right.
Well, I say you like vomiting.
Mhm.
You like vomiting on things, huh? And I'm going to stick my fingers down my throat and vomit on the corpse.
Okay.
Do I roll for
Um,
that? Is that an action?
Roll a stick-to-itiveness check for gag reflex.
Okay.
Gonna have to
It's
download
my
this to the Spank Bank.
6.
Dude, vomit porn. My
Jesus.
God. Let's not.
What? Let's.
Okay. So, all right. That's pretty low. I'm going to say, you say, you like vomiting on people, huh? Then you jam 2 fingers down your throat and vomit comes out and down, down your
It
shirt
dribbles.
front.
It dribbles.
And a lot of it gets on the goblin by way of running down you.
Okay.
Okay,
was
great.
how many
Mediocre
actions was that?
vomit.
It's normal vomit, so nothing happens. Also, they're already dead, so nothing happens again.
How much time did that?
That
Can
kills your quick action. You can take a primary if you want.
Okay. Because I'm going to go damn. And I'm going to try it again.
Go ahead.
Can I try it again? All right.
But I'm going to upgrade it to taking your primary action.
Yeah.
You can't do quick action over and over and ad nauseum.
Okay. But
Yeah,
I'm going to try.
nausea.
I'm going to stick my fingers down my throat again.
Okay. What'd you
What do
roll?
I add?
Uh-huh.
My stick-to-it. 13.
Useless.
Okay. You really get a good satisfying amount of vomit.
Took you
All
2
right.
times, but you got it.
Into the 3 giant holes that Star made in this, frankly, little green ghoul's body.
All right.
And that's done now. You did it.
Okay, cool.
Cool. All right. That's Dave's turn.
I love
I did
watching a
it.
DM just squirm.
It wasn't
Rumpus.
great. I love that it wasn't great either time.
Yeah, I like that they're both mediocre.
Yeah.
20's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grumpus, also that unloads your ability to shit, but I think you already used it, so.
Well, it's the crack, right?
I just
vomited
technically
the crack.
that should take away
Did
your
the crack
ability to
do
shit.
anything?
The crap.
Oh, the crack. No, it didn't do anything. Because you're a
take it back?
goblin. You're, in fact, I would say the effect of drugs is greatly diminished in your goblin blood.
But do I see the crack in the? Can I take the crack back?
Oh! Roll me a perception check, you beautiful monster.
Just vomiting the same.
He just wanted his crack back,
Wait,
let's
what's
be
my
honest.
perception?
This was all a
is-
smoke screen to get the crack back.
It was already in him.
Is it
And it doesn't really affect him.
is it wisdom? What's my perception?
It definitely is wisdom.
No, perception is wisdom.
That's a 5.
Plus your proficiency mod. And you roll a d20, not a d4, FYI.
6.
No. But you do find a small chunk of, let's say, hey, you find half an Adderall.
Half an Adderall.
Yeah.
Can I pop that right now? As an
Yeah, that's a
action?
free action, but I'm serious this time. That ends your turn, okay?
All right, I'm gonna be going through this
Just do
vomit.
free actions forever.
All right,
Even
I
if
mean,
they
I
do
would say popping a pill is under a
like
second.
what I'm
sure.
doing in my mind now is I've hunched down and I'm looking through the vomit and
Yeah,
I found
you're like,
it and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like I'm
There's
just
there's that. Basically, you're like, oh no, I forgot I expelled my drugs, and you're
Exactly.
recovering them. Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right, so you have half an Adderall in your system, which I'm going to say until the next rest gives you +2 on perception checks. Please make a note of it,
Oh.
because I won't remember, and you have to
All right.
remember or it won't happen.
But
2 on perception checks. Or any check you can argue Adderall would benefit. Perception's the obvious one to me. Continuing on, so as not to slow down too much, Grumpus uses his turn to stomp on the puddle and like kick at it, and he even gets down on his knees and claws at it, and the puddle in response does start to retract and inch away. And in fact, it's like oozing back towards the center of the intersection where the Shrek and the donkey are.
Something's up. I say, good job, Grumpus.
And then it is the last ghoul's turns, and because they're basically dead, also it comes from inside them, so I think it would happen anyway. Out of the holes in their guts spew poison clouds, and they're both going to attempt to, envelop Abe, because that's who they're by. So sort of like spores, green mist explodes out within a 30-foot radius, which is going to get Abe. I think no one else. So Abe, please make a try strong saving throw and give me the number.
All right, so try strong.
D20
is
plus your try
plus
strong.
Try strong, which is a 3. So D20. Fuck. It's a 4. So it's a 7.
All right. You choke on the smoke, which sounds funny as Dracula. And you have poison 2, which means that you take 2 damage next turn, then 1 damage, and then the poison leaves your system. But I'm going to say, well, let me ask this. And I'm going to unlock time now, meaning anyone can answer. Because those guys are both dead by default. They exploded in spores.
Mhm.
All that's left is the puddle, and it is in retreat. Is anyone going to do anything to it? Or are you sending Grumpus to chase it indefinitely? Or do you let it go?
I might try a taste.
Does anyone have a thought about the puddle?
I was thinking of trying a taste of the puddle.
I don't think I would notice the puddle. I think I'm looking for like trick or treat bags.
You'd let it go?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I was thinking of trying a taste, but I still want to go through my vomit and find that crack, if I can.
Okay. Great. So wait, did
So,
you? I'm sorry, I missed. Are you trying? Are you?
I'm
sifting
saying
vomit
that
or eating
my priority is find the crack, and then
Okay.
try a taste. So I'm gonna look for the crack first.
Okay, then I am gonna return us to combat time. You know what I mean? Like I was checking to, because if
Okay.
you let him go, then combat would end and we just continue. But since you're doing a thing to the slime, we're gonna
Well,
break back
I'm
into
doing a
combat.
thing to the vomit first.
Yes, but I
Yeah.
mean, since you're ultimately have already professed your desire to eat the slime, that will have combat related effects.
Got it. Just try a
So,
taste.
Roll a perception check, sift through that.
And
Fucking
the
vomit.
Adderall helped.
Oh yeah, because of the perception itself. It's a virtuous cycle.
7.
What's that?
7.
7. Not big. No, that's
Rolling
over
low.
the counter. Like you're not getting. Oh, you know what? We'll do short but potent. You find some salvia. You could add salvia to your kit.
Oh yeah, let me put that in me. I eat that?
Don't. I think you need to smoke that, or at least that's how I did it. Can you eat
Ah.
salvia and get the effect?
No
We're
idea.
learning a lot. What
Can
happens
you eat
if I
salvia?
eat
Is that
salvia?
like is that like whippets?
Yeah,
Salvia?
it produces the same effect when chewed or smoked. It's also called eclipse or holy sage. I didn't
All
know
right,
that.
yeah, I'm eating it. I'm eating that salvia.
Okay, I'm gonna say you have to choke it down, so this will get in the way of tasting the slime. Like it will use up that time. Not that you can't eat the slime next round. I'm just saying your round will end. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna look for the crack.
Okay. So let's say the salvia lasts 5 rounds of combat, about a minute. That makes sense to me with salvia.
Yep.
And the effect of salvia, I think, in D&D terms, is essentially berserk. So you're going to attack whatever's nearest to you compulsively, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Or use randomized abilities compulsively.
Yeah.
You're completely out of control, and I will describe your hallucinations. But
Okay.
because you cut in order, I'm gonna jump back to Star, and we're in combat time again. So Star, did you say you're searching the area?
Yeah, I'm trying to in character I'm trying to like clear my conscience and like assume these weren't children, and so I'm looking for trick or treat bags, and
Okay.
if there are none, then I'm like, okay, cool, those were adults and this is a little bit better. But if there are trick or treat bags, I'm going to look through them and take chocolate. And just try to like ignore the guilt in my brain.
The pain. Yeah.
Now, so I gotta ask, are you searching more the location, like, cars and debris and rubble and stuff, because it is already kind of busted up from the night's activities? Are you searching Shrek and Donkey's bodies? Are you searching the ghouls' bodies? I would say each of those things takes a full turn. So those are, or
Okay.
something else I didn't think of.
If I have to pick, I think I'm interested in the Shrek and Donkey. Of those
Okay.
things sound the most appealing. Looking at what Dave is doing to ghoul bodies, I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, that seems to be covered, and I'm good.
Okay. As you approach Shrek and Donkey, Donkey sort of like makes a keening sound and opens one blood-shattered eye, sort of kicks a little, and the smell of green Shrek blood assaults your nostrils, and it just doesn't smell like you thought it would. Can you please roll a stick-to-itiveness saving throw?
That's a 4 on the die plus stick-to-itive saving throw. Which is this like? Is that a oh shit or a?
Oh, I'm sorry. A stick-to-itiveness. No. A try-strong saving throw.
Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay, you projectile vomit all over Shrek and Donkey. Woo! Causing them to fill with vomit, much like Dave's
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
Cool, you're a
cool.
team. You also find in Shrek's pocket, you find, let me go to it. He's got 3 chocolate coins.
Excellent. I take
and
those.
you found one undigested, semi-digested chocolate coin did technically slide out of where there's a hole in Donkey's stomach. Do you want that one?
I want that one to give to Abe because he hasn't gotten
Okay.
any chocolates yet.
Thank you.
Okay, so
That's
please
sweet.
note in your kit that you have 3 chocolate coins and 1 donkey coin.
I'm going to give Abe the donkey coin when combat's
Abe,
done.
do you accept
Of course.
that? And I'm going to note that your character doesn't know that it's a donkey coin. It just looks like a chocolate coin. Okay. All right, Abe, so you have please note that you have a donkey coin.
Yep.
And let us know what you do during this 15-second period.
Okay. Wait, do I take poison damage?
Oh yeah, you take 2 poison damage.
Ah. What exactly? How much?
I'm going to say, just because I think you as players should know, that to simplify, there's no item analogous to like antidote in an RPG. Any healing action releases the poison. So if you ate 1 coin, you would be cured of poison, if that makes sense. It's like potions do everything.
But the donkey coin is not a chocolate coin.
Yes, but it is a coin. So I eat it. Yes, I eat it. Final answer.
Yes.
Okay, you take 1 damage.
Shucks.
And I think that's it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
give me a try strong save as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus try strong mod.
And that is plus. I got a 9.
Okay, that's it. You lose 1 HP, but also your poison persists, so you take an additional 1 damage before the poison leaves your system. What do you have?
I'm at 5. How about that?
Are we aware of this?
Yo.
Like, do we notice this, or are we assuming like the chocolate worked?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say people know each other's HP. I mean, whenever I've played D&D, we're free to share our HP
Right.
with each other.
Yeah, so
to
this
make
would be up to
strategic
Abe,
decisions.
Abe to disclose if that chocolate worked. Because I am assuming that the chocolate worked and Abe is okay.
Yeah, Abe, do you want to pretend it's good? Chocolate? Do you have any particular result?
No, I'm like,
it's awful.
pretty good.
Given that amount of time, the slime squeezes in between, like under a giant pile of rubble in between all the cracks and disappears. Grumpus shakes his fist at it and then returns to Abe's side. We have left combat. Question is, does anyone want to do anything else in this area before
Yeah, I
moving
need to find that crack.
to the next spot? Or you can also, of course, take a rest, which will advance time 1 hour.
I gotta find the crack.
Okay, we'll start with Dave and his quest to find crack. Dave, well, you can stay here an indefinite amount of time, so I'm going to give it to you. Do you want to search for other drugs as well? 'Cause I'll give you as a freebie, you can just find the crack rock eventually after searching enough. Or you can roll for a chance to like find a random sequence of drugs, but there's a chance the crack will dissolve. How about that?
Oh no, I'm gonna. Oh, okay. I'll roll once, and then I'm just
Okay.
gonna get the crack. So perception. I'm still in the Adderall.
Yep.
20. Oh wait, yeah, 20. Not
Natural or
No.
with the okay.
With
Then you happen to find the crack first. So you have the crack. Now, do you keep searching the vomit?
well, I eat the crack.
You eat the crack, which raises your body temperature slightly. That's the only effect that it has on goblins.
Okay. When do the perception, the Adderall is till rest, right?
Till you guys rest, it'll go away.
Can I look for a little more drugs? Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Dave, never apologize.
Natural 20. Natural 20, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna paste it into chat so you can copy paste it, but hold on
Jesus.
one
Alright.
second.
He's gonna find all the drugs. This is gonna be a problem.
It was natural, right?
Yeah, it's a natural 20. My first
Okay.
one
So
when it mattered.
add to your kit 2 bags of grass, 75 pellets of mescaline, 5 sheets of high-powered blotter acid, a salt shaker half full of cocaine, and a galaxy of multicolored uppers, downers, laughers, screamers,
laughers,
plus a quart of
quart of
tequila,
tequila,
a quart of
pint
rum,
of
a case
rum,
of beer, a
raw
pint of
ether.
raw ether, and
Yeah.
2 dozen amyls.
2 dozen amyls. Yeah, I know.
And I'll paste it
I'm
in
gonna
chat.
write the fear and loathing kit.
Oh,
You have the fear and loathing kit. Please track the numbers as we go.
Thank you, guys.
Oh my
We're
god.
just perfectly in tune with each other.
Anyone else? I'm going to say that's like Dave has spent enough time in the area and has to move on. Anyone else have things to do before you move on?
I collect my needles.
Recovered? Good memory?
Yeah.
I was just going to give Abe a real chocolate.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I mean, I have. It's either currency. It's either currency or their heals.
Well, it might be worth holding on to. I think I'm pretty good at 5 hit points.
Like I need you guys to be able to fight because I could fight, but not really.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Okay. No, just have it. I guess you implicitly trust each other. I was going to make you roll just because, like, she just gave you a poison coin. I feel like you might be skeptical.
Well, I mean, we know each other. We're not just Dracula. We're Dracula Abe, and I would.
Right.
Well, you could just hold on to it. You don't have to eat it.
I mean, I trust her a little bit. I know she probably was a mistake. Who am I to deny candy?
I think that's true to character. I think you're like, yo, I'll hold on to that. Thank you.
Oh, I want to do one more thing, and it concerns Grumpus. I make sure I'm like, Grumpus, you did great out there today. I love.
Can I ask about Grumpus? Because what is that? Where'd you get that? What is that?
He is my thrall and
What
my
does that mean?
favorite boy.
Well, from your perspective, you just saw one of the ghouls change sides.
That's
and start
right.
obeying Abe, right?
And I turn to
Okay.
him and I go,
Yeah.
Grumpus, I love you.
Dude, are we sure?
Great.
About his
That's a new
loyalty?
wrinkle. I didn't know that, but okay. He's hypnotized for now. He's in Dracula. I mean, honestly, my understanding of Dracula lore is he can have a thrall for thousands of years. So I don't
Yeah.
think it has a
Yeah.
time limit. within the
Grumpus ain't
context of this
living
adventure.
for 1,000 years. I'll tell you that for sure.
He'll probably get killed eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was injured slightly. So, like, FYI, I'm tracking his HP. You could heal him if you want him to last longer.
Absolutely not.
No, not at all. All right, back to the map. You guys are on grid square 13, which means you could double back to 1 or 2.
Can we go
Or-
diagonally?
No,
we could go.
yes, you can.
We can.
You could go to 1, 2, 14, 25, or 26.
I told Tom I'd be back for his bones. I don't want to make you guys double back.
Yeah, I'm not going both.
I can always come back. Okay.
I mean, we're
I
trying to
wanna
keep
stick with you guys.
you from getting in trouble with Hana. So
All right, that's fair. Final question: does Grumpus party? Does he want?
Yeah.
Does he want a little bit of mescaline?
Grumpus tentatively looks at Abe with a questioning expression.
I nod to Grumpus. You may.
Grumpus
I
parties.
give him some mescaline.
I don't even know how mescaline is done. I think you eat it. So
You can take it in a pill. The pellets, I assume 75 pellets. I assume it's 1 pellet.
I'm like, go Grumpus.
What
Do
are
the drug.
effective
I've only taken it in a
mescaline
pill
dose?
Go for
what
it.
does it do?
Effective mescaline dose is a single small pill.
Wow,
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a
take
lot
that
of
down to
mescaline.
take it down to 74. I don't want you fudging how much mescaline you have.
All right, 74. It also is like the book describes. It takes a while to kick in. So, just pointing that out.
What
it
is it?
takes
Oh,
like
okay.
a few hours.
What does
And
it
it's
do?
comparable. The effects are comparable mentally to LSD and psilocybin.
It's very similar to
Oh.
LSD.
but it has some of its own unique, subtle differences.
Yes.
It alters your sense of time more. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And it includes open eye visual phenomena like grooving and whatnot.
yes.
Okay. If you can't tell, I've never taken mescaline, but it
I
sounds
did
like
it.
I
In
would.
I did it once in Daytona Beach.
Doesn't sound that scary. Or I thought mescaline was scarier than that.
It was. I mean, the problem with that story was Daytona Beach, not the mescaline. If that makes sense. It was.
Gotcha.
It was
Grumpus
again.
is on
it's-
mescaline. I've noted it.
all right.
He already took it?
He took it because you said yes. Grumpus parties.
All
Now
right. I
he
told
is
him
that.
it's
he's
going to
your-
take a few hours to
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
in.
I was just gonna suck his blood later, and now I have mescaline
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
I made a
system.
note of that. That will come up when it comes up.
Okay.
For now, yes, I'm still gonna need an answer on which square we're moving to.
I think, guys, I think we
26?
should go to 26. Yeah, let's go diagonal, right?
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm here for the ride.
All right.
I take 2 pellets of mescaline.
And I believe this will be the final leg of our journey before we wrap up the session. And I actually think I should record ins and outs and we should split this in 2. But I've been very excited about this part. As you round the corner, you hear a hopefully familiar voice as a guy who's obviously very COVID conscious and like mask conscious in a trench coat says, "Hello, traveler.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?" Yeah. All right. So we've reached the shop. You're also leveling up. You get to access the shop each time you level up. The guy from Resident Evil 4 will appear at random.
Excellent.
And now I'm going to paste the shop into the chat. The currency, as I said, is chocolate coins. So you're welcome to pool your money or fight about what you buy. I do think this will be entertaining, so I do think we should do it on mic. But we will level up off mic because that's boring and I want to give you time. At the start of next session, we'll be like, I did this and this when I leveled up. Where is the shop? The shop. Oh, that's spells and abilities. Of course it's not there, you fool.
Shop.
Here is all the stock
Shop.
available at your current level, and the stock will grow and shrink based on your actions in the world. Please think
Oh my
while
God.
I read them quickly to the audience. I think that will be the most efficient way. Anything standard, unlimited, by which I mean if you want a halberd in any of the standard D&D weapons, as long as it doesn't change drastically the nature of your character, you're welcome to get a staff or a wand or whatever the fuck you want, a sword. Choco Tacos. They are 4 coins a piece. There are 4 in stock. That's for the whole campaign. If they get depleted, they're out. Completely recovers your HP. It's like a fancy chocolate coin. Poppers. Like the gay sex kind of popper. 6 in stock, 5 coins a piece. That resets one of your ability cooldowns of your choice without having to rest. And it eliminates Abe's refractory period. He can like jerk off immediately again if he takes a popper. There's a bolt thrower. There's 1 in stock. It's 10 coins. It's wrist mounted, which the benefit of that is you can still attack like with your melee attack and attack with your wrist mounted bolt thrower.
Oh, 10 points.
It can be fired twice in quick succession, but only at the same target. Like you can't aim twice. That would take, I think, too much focus. The bolts don't need to be recovered because I don't want to deal with it. There's 1 silver bolt in stock. It's free with any purchase. It's guaranteed to kill werewolves. It automatically hits, automatically kills, and has infinite range. And it homes in like a magic missile. Like I said, you get it free if you buy anything. There's Voldo Claws from the game Soul Calibur. Those cost 7 coins. It gives you like a claw swipe melee attack that's +2, has a 25% chance to cause bleeding and a 10% chance to cause poison. It works regardless of the form of the melee attack, meaning I'm not going to make you diegetically have Voldo Claws. Does that make sense? Do people play Destiny? You can have whatever weapon you cosmetically want to have or story-wise want to have, and you'll just take those stats. If you want them to be Voldo Claws, you're welcome to. Voldo Mask, same deal. You can have a real Voldo Mask or not, but there's 1 in stock. It's 8 coins. It allows you to glare at a target once per combat. They become grossed out, which is a status in this game.
Ooh, I
you
want
take
that.
a gross out penalty. Unless it's Abe. Abe gets a gross out bonus because he's into it, and his refractory period gets eliminated.
That's super powerful for me.
It requires a quick action to activate. There are pamphlets of conflagration. There's 3 in stock. They're 5 coins apiece. It's a consumable item, 1 use, creates a fire, can set stuff on fire. Attacking is impractical with it. It's more like a fire starter kit. User has to make a fuck you saving throw when you use one, or accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, which will affect your ending. There's a magazine of translation, which is a step up from a pamphlet of conflagration. There's 2 in stock. They cost 8 coins. They aren't consumable. Like you can hold on to them. And as long as you hold it, you can understand any spoken or written language. But you have to pay a subscription fee of 1 coin per level per hour to keep getting the magazine delivered to you. Lastly, on this pun train is a book of, oh no, there's 4. I forgot I did a 4th beat. There's a book of levitation, pamphlet magazine book. There's 2 in stock. There's 1 in stock. It costs 10 coins. You can levitate any object under 2 pounds at will. Basically mage hand, if you're familiar. And then lastly, the lament configuration, which is 15 coins. Anyone you can get to like focus on it for longer than 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Oh, I said 30 seconds. Becomes fascinated unless they do a fuck you saving throw. People who are fascinated will fuck with it until they solve it, unless interrupted. If they solve it, they die. And yes, it can be used to one-shot a boss if you can. I can't even imagine how you would accomplish it. I'll be honest. I just put it in to be like, I guess if they can accomplish this, they could one-shot a boss, but that's on you. Like, come up with a story reason that's compelling that can happen. Yeah, I think that's it. So I think we should have a discussion about how many coins you have and what you want to buy versus how much you want to save for healing later. And the only other thing I'll note is that as the stock changes, it's backwards compatible. Like, this stock won't go away.
Okay.
Okay. I have a question. Does he buy stuff? Can we sell stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know where this might be going,
So
but it's
ominous.
your,
Got a bunch of
you have to
jokes.
say it. I need to hear the
Oh,
words.
okay. I want to sell my sword.
That's not where I thought it was going. Okay. He's a sellsword, officially.
How much would the sword cost?
I want to look at the details as described in your character sheet.
Oh, it's the light.
Inventory. You're selling your goblin sword.
He'll have it in his inventory from here on. You think?
We're gonna die.
I'm also
it that
gonna
rule?
I'm gonna give you a freebie, but I will say you threw your shield and then didn't remember to recover it, so it should
I don't
be
need
gone.
the shield. Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
then please delete the shield. It's gone.
We're gonna die. We're so dead.
Yeah, he'll buy the goblin sword for 4 coins.
All right, that's the deal.
Okay, great.
How many
I
coins
don't know.
do each of us have?
I have 7 chocolate coins.
I guess I just
I
have the
deleted
one.
the sword.
And I will say, so you guys as players understand the shape of the game a bit, because I hate not knowing strategy and then being like, oh. The number of coins that you can loot will ramp up
Will
as
ramp
you know
up. Yeah,
level
yeah,
scales
yeah.
as you'll get way more later.
I'm not gonna buy anything, but I definitely want those that Voldo mask. I also think someone should buy something so we get that clearly narratively infused silver bolt
know what you're talking-
that is
I don't
free
know what
with
you're
any
talking about.
purchase.
I mean,
Like I feel like we're
going
gonna see a werewolf at some point. It'd be
Yeah.
nice to have
Can we
that.
haggle? Can we haggle?
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, in D&D, it's a time-honored tradition. It's a Riz check that if you fail, the prices go up, and if you succeed, the prices go down.
I was just gonna get a Choco Taco,
Yeah, it's probably smart. Get something cheap.
but we'll get the
Subtract-
bolt. We'll get the bolt thrower
You'll
if
get
I
the
buy the
bolt,
Choco
too.
Taco.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Not the bolt thrower.
I
the
will make
silver
a note
bolt.
that there's only 3 in stock. You please deduct 4 coins from yourself and give yourself a Choco Taco and the silver bolt.
Can I get that pamphlet for only 4 coins? I'll throw in a knuckle bump of cocaine.
Okay, sorry, just making a note. 3 Choco Tacos remain. Should I have made Popper's Surge Cola? Is that funnier? I don't know. I don't know. You're doing what? Selling cocaine or taking cocaine?
No, I want that pamphlet that starts fires.
Okay.
And I know it says 5 coins.
How many coins
But
you got?
I got 4 coins, and I can give you a little knuckle bump of cocaine or maybe a beer. It's your choice.
Is a beer worth a fifth of a magical fire starting kit? I
got Riz.
The proprietor happens to be a pretty devout Christian, and he will give you, he won't take drugs, therefore, he's straight edge, but he will give you the pamphlet with the discount if you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you don't get a saving throw. It's a
Sure.
done deal.
Sure. That's now
Yeah?
canon. That's
Yeah.
canon.
Okay, great.
You have to do
so
it sincerely.
please deduct 4 coins. Is that all your coins?
Yeah, that's all my coins.
Okay. I'll add that there's only 2 pamphlets in stock, and you can either copy and paste the whole paragraph or just
Yeah,
make a
I'll
note that you
copy
have
and
one, and I'll
paste.
reference it.
I feel like
Is that sincere?
Oh.
Is like it sincerely has to happen that he does that, or is it just like he could just
I
say
think
it to
Dave
this
has
guy?
to. Yeah.
It sounds like it doesn't matter if I'm sincere or not. It sounds like I just
No,
It's a
no.
done
This
deal.
it's a done deal, meaning you belong to our Lord Jesus now.
which
He
may
cares
have
for your soul.
ramifications in this world. We don't know.
Yeah, it will affect the ending of your character
You-
pretty heavily.
For all we know, the rapture is happening. So maybe Dave
Making
is
a
gonna
note.
get saved.
Dave accepted Christ.
What if
Great.
we both
Yep.
die and Dave gets saved at the end of the?
all right. I should make a note that I've
Look.
accepted.
You don't have to be obnoxious about it. No one's asking you to proselytize unless you want to make that a bit and be obnoxious. You just did it for the
But you
discount,
opened your
okay?
heart.
But it's real.
You
but it's
opened your
authentic.
heart. This
Yeah.
is kind of wholesome, you know. Like,
You had a real,
Yeah.
let's say this, you had a real religious moment. If you wanted to work at it or had an earth-shattering trauma, I could buy that you come to doubt your religion again later. But we'll save that for later.
Okay.
I want to ask the.
I mean, I took 2 mescaline, by the way. That hasn't kicked in. but-
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
so I have 72 pellets. I should
Wait,
note that.
okay,
But-
and Grumpus is on 1, right?
Yeah, so I have 72 pellets. But the mescaline, I'm sure will also do something with the fact that I've accepted
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Why did you gave? I was gonna suck his blood, and you gave him.
You can
mescaline.
still suck his blood.
No, I
so
don't want to get.
You
high
can
on
still
mescaline.
suck him.
I need
It doesn't last. It lasts fairly long, actually. It lasts like
the
how
rest
long?
of the night.
It's like 8 hours or something.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you do it now, Abe, before it takes effect, I think you might be okay.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be. That's true. He has to digest it, and he took it like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah.
That's DM's discretion. I might suck his blood, but before I do that, I want to ask the shopkeep. Do you want this fart in a jar I got from a cam girl?
Oh, that's a good one. The good thing to have.
Which, and I'm asking you on the honor system not to Google, which cam girl?
Pokimane.
Oh shit! A Pokemon fart.
No, it's Pokimane is a Twitch streamer who's like very
Spell it?
famous. Poki Poki, and then I think it's Mane.
Okay.
Very
I
very
was-
popular.
Any answer would work. I just was challenging you to name a real cam girl. So I
I
verified
mean, she's
her
a streamer. I
existence.
wouldn't call her a cam girl. So maybe I don't know any cam girls. So
No, but if it's a beautiful girl who streams to the point where you would creepily buy her fart in a jar, well,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be pornographic.
She is Canadian, so does that bring down the value of the fart?
3 coins for the fart. in a
3
jar.
coins.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And I want you to know that he immediately opens it and huffs it
What
up.
a
It was
pervert.
it was an impulse buy for
Like
him.
what a pervert, you know, like not
Yeah.
not the guy who like had it. He's not the pervert.
No,
the
the
No.
person
guy.
who wrote this scenario, really.
Yeah, he's the true pervert. All right,
Okay,
so
so,
that
you
gives
got
me
3 more coins.
So I have
Track your
four-
own money.
I have 4 in total, so I'm gonna buy a Choco Taco
Okay.
swap. All right.
Do all your. Please note everything you need to. I'll note that 1 is gone from the shop.
Does Abe also get
2
a silver
Choco
bolt
Tacos remain.
with purchase?
No, there was
Or
only
is
one
it
in
just-
stock.
No,
Oh,
there
it's only
only
one.
one exists in the
It's
game, and it went to you because you bought first. But of course,
Okay.
you can hand it to anyone.
No, I'm
Right.
gonna hold on to this one for a second.
And I will say, the difference between a bolt and an arrow. You would need the bolt thrower to fire it, unless you convince me that
Use-
you've created a contraption that can fire it.
I
Like
can't-
you can't fire it with a bow and
I
arrow.
can't
it's a
attach
little
it to
bolt.
one of my shards before it's released.
Ooh.
No, because the shards are magic, and they would, I think, destroy the bolt as much as they would destroy a target
Okay, we'll figure this out.
because they're like made of plasma.
Okay.
Okay, noted. Noted.
Okay, is that all the purchases?
That's all for me.
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can we get an HP roundup? What's everyone at?
5.
15, baby. I'm good.
Wow.
I'm at 11.
And Grumpus, I can tell you, because he's on your side now, is at 5. His max is 6, so he's all right.
Should suck his blood. But I kind
I
of
love
want to
that we
keep him.
immediately fell into the trope of collect an NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah, you could use him as a blood bag and get some healing. I'd give you some healing for
Yeah,
sure.
but he's on mescaline. I'm just gonna keep him for
That's
plot
true.
reasons. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I got a Choco Taco, so if
Not
I
gonna
really
play with
need
it.
to,
You got a taco. All right. And I assume you're not taking a rest. Abe is going to risk the low HP. Yes?
yeah, let's risk it.
All right. So it remains the ass crack of midnight as our heroes traverse the block diagonally from going over to the fucking, where are you, 26?
Oh yeah. No, well, we're at 26. but-
From 13 to 26. And let me just leave everyone with a cliffhanger. Because that's good storytelling. I will say, as you approach the next block, you see that in a surreal way, the city has given way to like various environs, almost like a set of like arenas, right? So the buildings crumble cleanly into what looks like what was once a creek bed, but it's dry now. So sort of like a shallower V, a shallow valley where a wide creek used to run. On the far side of it are like fences that are the backs of the yards of houses. And it looks like the slopes on both sides are loose soil that will require some kind of check to traverse, but not a big deal. It's like fences and brush. And as you approach, an obviously injured, because he's like limping, but still running as fast as he can and like red-faced and flushed, Donald Trump runs out of the bushes and screams, "Please help me! I'm only wearing the costume ironically," and that's where we'll stop.
I'm gonna get me a Trump.
Trump pelt. Well, we'll see what
I'm
happens.
gonna
Also, I
hypnotize
forgot.
his ass.
I already fucked up and forgot to say what all the ghouls said when they died. So let's just say they all said fear. And I'll think of more stuff
Fear.
next time.
Nice.
All right.
All right. That wraps us up. Thank you, players. Thank you, listeners. This was super fun.
It was great.
We'll
It
be
is.
back next
wait.
time to continue the adventure.